Get Your Rock Out here at Hard Rock Hell 2011 with the amazing Lizzy Borden. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. I mean, this is our first day off on we're on the Death Takes a Holiday tour, and this is our first day off, so.
Your first day off, you're not drinking? You're carrying water?
We start at 5. That's tea time.
Now, I must admit, I woke up this morning and my face was stuck to the pillow, and I was thinking, what on earth's gone on here? And I went to the bathroom and I was covered in blood, like all through my hair. And then I thought, I can't believe it. So, I have you to blame for this, for smearing me in blood last night. Thank you.
Of course, I like to leave my mark everywhere I go, so you remember me.
I did. I had to try and wash my hair in one of these awful chalets this morning.
I was the first person you thought of when you woke up. I like that.
That's very true. In that case, well done. But no, I mean, you had a fantastic set last night. It was actually the first time I'd ever seen you, and you were just amazing. So, I mean, what was it like to be playing here? Did you enjoy it? Do you enjoy it as much as you look as though you are doing?
Absolutely. I mean, we were supposed to play here last year, but we didn't have the visas and all that stuff, so it took a full year to come here. So we were, our tour, Death Takes a Holiday, we had 3 festivals. One, we started in Mexico with Megadeth, in front of 25,000 Mexicans. And then one in Germany with Saxon and Lordi, and then this one. But this is the one we have a special thing with because we couldn't play last year. But we got to come. But they said if we played, we'd be banned from the UK for 10 years. So we were able to come and party. So we did, and we were like, So it was a whole year of going, being frustrated. So we took it out on that stage last night. But yeah, we have a ball every night. We wouldn't do it unless it's just too much work if there's not the fun involved.
And so do you think if you ever stopped enjoying it, you'd stop doing it?
Yeah. The second I stop enjoying it, I will stop doing it, yeah. But so far, I haven't, it's almost been 30 years, so I don't see it. This schedule's hectic, though. This is, like I said, this is our first day off, and it's a press day, so it's never a day off, and it's always a travel day or traveling and playing. This has been traveling and playing at night, so it's. We did the London show the day before, and then this, and tomorrow we do Finland. So.
Still, it's a good life, though.
Yeah, it's fun. Yeah.
I mean, if you, for whatever reason, didn't do this kind of thing, could you imagine doing any other job at all?
I'd love to be a filmmaker. I'm really excited about that. I love editing. I do a lot of it, and that's something, if I wasn't doing this, if I didn't have to put 100% of my days into Lizzy Borden, I would be making short films and then hopefully making a feature someday.
About what? What kind of subjects? What kind of things?
Well, I mean, it's so easy to start with horror, but I probably would start with, I like the Alfred Hitchcock thrillers. To me, those were the best because it was all psychological. And to me, those are the most interesting things. You got to start with a really good script because it's all about the words and it's all about the delivery. It's not necessarily about the blood and the action. So the psychological thriller, to me, De Palma films, the Hitchcock films, and all that stuff. To me, I love. So that's probably where I'll start. I mean, I've written a ton of things, but I want the first thing I do to be really great. So and I haven't had time to even do it. So, but I do a lot of editing, and I've been working on that for years now. So. That's my passion on the side.
And so can you ever see yourself taking, saying, right, I'm going to take a step back with all the music, but just because I want to dedicate some time to filmmaking?
Well, no. I mean, I haven't had time to do it because, I've got 4 other band members who say, let's keep working, And they're screaming for the new record, so I've got to concentrate on writing that. And, I'm like, I want to do this over here, but I have to do this over here, so... it's just the way it is right now. But I think there's plenty of time, and plus I'm getting better at doing all the editing and stuff like that. So if I would have done a feature or even a short film even 5 years ago, I probably would have hated it right now. So, a friend of mine was a great talent, and he did a short film, and in the end of it, he hated it so much he quit. And he had so much potential, so I don't want that to happen to me. I want to make sure my first outing is really good.
Do you ever feel that about the music side of things? Look back on things you did and hate them?
Well, there's been every album I listen to it back and I wish I would have changed that, or we wish we had the money to go another week, or whatever. You hear that, but it's nothing you can do about that, because it's all about money. Most of those things were about money, so I'm not really. I know it wasn't the artistic part that got screwed. It was the fact that we didn't have enough time.
You guys, you put on a very, very theatrical stage show. I mean, are you constantly thinking of ways you can change it?
Every night, you improvise. There's like probably 50% know what's going on. The other 50 is the venue. If we play a festival stage, it's countless things you can do. And and if you play a smaller stage, you kind of tend to go back to the things that work, and that work. But if you find something that works, and it worked really good, you bring it into the next night, and you add that to the repertoire, But I like to keep things open. We know what's going to happen, so in those slots, that's where improvising comes along. And then you get to improvise, and you get to play off. I mean, like the girls with the flames and the things. I didn't know if I was going to catch on fire, but I was loving it. And you just kind of play off those things, and we have different setups for every show, and different people involved in the show that are different. You don't know how they're going to react, so you it's live theater. So what the audience is seeing is what's actually happening, and what's going through my mind is what's going through their mind. Is this all going to happen? Is this all going to go down? So that's the danger of it all, and that's what makes it exciting.
Like last night, you were jumping down and you were covering the audience in fake blood. You were really connecting. Do you manage to do that in every show you play? Yeah,
even when we play clubs, we bring the festival to the club. This whole show is built on that connection, and having the audience be involved in the show, and never let them go. Never let them off the hook. They don't get to go have a break. We're working, they're working. It's a full connection. And so that's kind of how the show was designed, to have the audience involved and from the word go. So we bring it to clubs, we bring it to giant festivals, and it works. It's the same way because that's the way the show was designed.
So what do you think the most important part of a successful stage show is?
It is the connection. It is the response, I think. The response from the crowd. I mean, how do they respond? Are they just staring? Are they standing there? Are they reacting? Are they doing things that they wouldn't normally do? I look out, I see smiles. And I see smiles for lots of different reasons. And each one of those reasons is special, And to me, that's what I'm looking for. We're an entertainment band. So we want to entertain, and entertaining is putting smiles on people's faces and getting them to jump up, stamp, clap, doing something wouldn't normally do for maybe any other band, but they'll do it for us. And so I'm getting them to do something, come out of their comfort zone, or even just, that little piece of escapism for 60 minutes, that's what we're providing. It's just like a movie or anything like that.
And so have you ever had shows where, you've had an audience that aren't reacting to anything?
I could count them on my hand.
And what do you do in that kind of a situation?
We played Quebec one time, and they all sat down. And we played the show, and then they lightly clapped. And then we're like, oh my God. And the show wasn't working like it works. This was years ago, but and then we found out later that's what they do, and they don't do it any other way, And this was way back when, so it's a different story. We played a death metal festival last year in Holland, and I saw the band before us, and the audience looked like they were in a coma. They were just standing there, just doing nothing. I'm like, oh my God, how in the hell am I going to get these guys to be involved? But we did it. I mean, we worked them, and some audiences take a little bit more work, but about halfway through we got them, So sometimes it's a little struggle, especially if we haven't performed there before, And being a band like us, we're a rock and roll, hard rock band, and being on a death metal festival, it's like we're a fish out of water. We shouldn't be here, but we provide that piece that is a conduit between normal music and what they're used to, you know, and what they expect to see in that festival. All of a sudden, we're like throwing a wrench in the gears, and it kind of wakes them up and gets them out of that, you know, same old thing.
So do you have a country that you find most receptive?
Well, Sweden is what I've seen is the youngest fan base that we have now. I mean, they're young. That same enthusiasm that I saw, you know, 20 years ago is back there in the youth, and it's been great there. We played Sweden Rock. It was absolutely amazing. But you know, we played Wacken last year, and that was insane. That was such a great show. And we played Bang Your Head a couple times, and that, you know, every country where we can present the show the way it's supposed to be presented, we usually get the response that we're looking for, and it goes from a, you know, 8-year-old kid to, I don't know, 70-year-old man or whatever. It really works. It closes that whole thing, and that, you know, Kiss was my favorite band, and they kind of do that same thing. So, I know we're doing something that works, and it's what the show, we're the direction that we were always headed.
And so the next 12 months, what can we kind of expect from you?
Well, when this tour ends, we are off to work on the new record and get it done as fast as possible. We'll have a new single out by February with the video, hopefully the album out by summer. And then we are starting the festival season. We started Hellfest in France with Black Sabbath, so that's going to be really cool. So and then we'll hopefully do the whole Summerfest. And then we'll probably do another winter tour over here. We've done a winter tour last year and now this year, so it could be our ongoing theme. I don't know. You know.
Well, I hope very much that turns out to be the case.
I do too.
Well, thank you.
I love these winter tours.
Oh, they're great fun, aren't they? It might be cold, but
This has been a warm compared to last year. Last year here last year was just, my bones were frozen.
Yeah, no, I don't think I've ever been as cold as I was here last year.
Here now, it's perfect. It's really good. I mean, it's cold, especially for me being from LA, but nothing compared to last year.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us today. I know you've got a queue of people waiting to speak to you, so I'll let you get on with that. But, you know, once again, a great show, and we'll look forward to seeing you again soon.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.